Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. I saw this story while I was out working tonight, and I thought, I think I might want to talk about this a little bit. But before I do, if you are new to the channel and you love hockey, you love hockey content, hockey jerseys, jersey talk, jersey unboxings, just anything hockey related. If that's the kind of stuff you guys like, it would be awesome. It would mean a lot if you would hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell too if you want to be notified of any future uploads. Also, if you really like the videos, hit the like button too. And yeah, that would be awesome if you guys did that. If you enjoy the content. So, I saw this while I was out at work, or while I was out working tonight, and it definitely had me wondering some things, and I thought I should probably talk about it. So apparently, the title of the article was Jets' Future in Doubt. Now, apparently, what the Winnipeg Jets are having trouble doing is getting fans to buy season tickets. Now, if you have to basically beg your fan base to buy season tickets, that's not good. That does not bode that there's not a lot of positives in that. Now, in the statement that they gave to the fans, it said, "Our commitment to keeping the Jets in Winnipeg forever has never been stronger, but it takes all of us together." That was their statement to the fans to buy season tickets. Now, I look at a market like here in Minnesota. You've never had to beg anybody to buy season tickets. A lot of these places, you don't have to beg to buy season tickets. Winnipeg did not have a team for the longest time until the Jets came back and came from Atlanta back to Winnipeg. Now, I mean, they've been back there since, what's it been, 2011? So, I mean, they've been back there for well over 10 years now. I would think the fans would know that, yeah, you're going to have some lean years now and then. You can't stop buying tickets, though. This is how you lose your team. This is how you lost it last time. And I find it hilarious that there is this out there, which is leaving some fans wondering, oh wait, is there, could the Jets get moved? Again, I find it hilarious that a Canadian team, another Canadian team potentially, rumored to, they're in trouble, the fans aren't buying tickets, they might have to move. All while you have the Arizona Coyotes still in the league. You still have everything going on with the Arizona Coyotes. They're not moving. I mean, they've gone above and beyond to try to make sure that team works, including having them play out of a 5,000 seat building. But yet, this makes fans wonder that could the Jets get moved? I mean, with all the talk of, relocation, expansion especially, I find it really, really odd that, I mean, number one, I find it odd that the Jets would have to beg their fans to buy season tickets. because, and this is a team, it's interesting. This comes out right as their team finally clinches a playoff spot. So, they've made the playoffs, they've not made the playoffs, they've been, they've been a team that, they haven't been exactly world beaters, but they haven't been the Arizona Coyotes either. Well, the Arizona Coyotes were the original Winnipeg Jets, but this team's had more success since they've been back in Winnipeg than the Coyotes have. And yet, people are concerned that the Jets might get moved. Now, granted, haven't heard anything from the league on it. Haven't heard anything from Gary or Bill on this subject. But oh man, I don't know. I mean, I see something like this, and it literally makes my head hurt, because I see stuff like this, and I see the reasons why here's why a team might move, all while you have the Arizona Coyotes still a thing. Everything that the Arizona Coyotes have done and has happened through that franchise, and they're still in the league. They haven't been moved. They'll never be moved. I don't understand. I don't. I mean, they talked about this with Calgary. Could Calgary get moved? If they don't get a new stadium, they might have to get moved. And now this. I mean, granted, it's not good if you're having to beg your fans to buy season tickets. But I do kind of wonder, why are fans not buying season tickets? Is it because the team's bad? Or is the price of season tickets gone up so much that people just can't afford it? I mean, how many people can afford to go to 41 games? Now, I mean, there are many. I mean, I would imagine in Winnipeg that there are many different season ticket packages. I know in Minnesota there are. Here in Minnesota there are, and a lot of times they even have a pack where you can get season tickets and you can pick the games you want. If you only want to go to 5 games, go to 5 games. You can pick whichever games you want to go to throughout of the 41 home games. So I don't know if Winnipeg has something similar to that, or if they have, like a 10-game pack, or a 5-game pack, a 6-game pack, 10-game, 12, whatever. But I know here in Minnesota, they have 10-game packs. They have 20-game packs. They have half season. They have full season, but they also have it there for the people who, if you can only afford to go to so many games per season, you want season tickets, but you can only afford to go to so many. The Wild, they'll give you the option. Hey, we get if they got like a 5-game pack. All right, here's a 5-game pack. Pick whatever games you're wanting to go. A good friend of mine has a setup like that, where he basically picks what games he wants to go. I think he did 10 games. Because I know we were talking about it before the season. I think he did 10 games, and he picked which 10 games he wanted to go to. So, but I think you can do that with like 5 games too. But that's here. I don't know what it is in Winnipeg. I would think it's something similar, but again, is it because the people up there just can't afford to purchase the season tickets? Or it just depends, or what type of season ticket packages are the Jets offering? If they're offering season ticket packages that not a lot of people can afford, well, you're not going to get those tickets aren't going to get sold. So I don't think that, the Jets are in any trouble. But it does make one wonder, and does kind of make a fan kind of be like, oh no. When you see a statement like that come out, you're kind of like, oh, what's going on here? It's one of them things, it really kind of it makes you scratch your head. And it does. I can fully understand why a fan might be concerned if they read it like that. I mean, yeah, it's great that they say, our commitment to staying in Winnipeg forever is the goal. But if you're having to beg fans to buy season tickets, you might want to look at what your season tickets are. I mean, if I'm the Winnipeg Jets, you're trying to get people to buy season tickets. Check out what your prices are first. You might want to look into, okay, if we're not getting anybody buying season tickets, whether it's full game, full season, half season, quarter season, 10 games, 7 games, 5 games, whatever, you might want to look at your pricing. I know with everything in the world today being so messed up, and inflation and prices going through the roof, and I get it. It causes season tickets to go through the roof. But if you're trying to get more people, if you're trying to get more butts in the seats, you maybe should look at what is your price point. How much are your season tickets costing? How much are your single games costing? You might want to try to find a way to maybe, if it's possible, bring those prices down a little bit. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but if you're not drawing your fans, if you're not able to get fans to buy season tickets, and it's becoming an issue, there are remedies to it. You ain't having to move the team. The remedy, the remedy, and of course for some people the remedy be move the team, move them, get them out of there. No, you don't need to move the team, but I can't understand why people might get concerned reading a message like that. But look at what your ticket prices are. Are you because that I think is the main driver here. People aren't buying season tickets. I don't think, depending on what the packages are, I don't think the people can afford them. I mean, I've got a couple of friends who financially do very well. They can't afford to go to a full season. They can't afford to go to a half season. Like I said, my friend Jimmy, he does very well. He can't afford to go to all those games. That's why he only picks, and he normally goes in with a friend of his. And they pick the games that they want to go to. And they only do it like I think 5. I think they did 10 games this year. I'm not positive of that. It might have been a little lower. But they picked what games they wanted. Because they're not made of money either. So, and they got pretty good seats. They got pretty good seats to the Wild games. But again, they went in on it together. Him and a friend of his. So, look at what the season ticket prices are. That might be remedy number 1. Find a way to lower those season ticket prices. Because the last thing that I want to see is another team out of Canada get moved. Because damn well, if people said, move the Jets, do you think if they got moved somewhere, do you think it'd still be in Canada? Not a chance. Even though, people would say, Quebec. Yeah, Quebec. I mean, it would suck having one Canadian team move to another Canadian city, but I don't think that would happen. If the Jets ever got moved, again, not that they are, because I really don't think they're going anywhere. But for people who would say move the Jets, they'd bolt them out of Canada in a heartbeat. I think they would. They'd move them to, they'd potentially move them to Houston, or them to Kansas City, or somewhere. They'd move them back to the States. Hell, knowing the NHL, we have Atlanta. I could see them do that too. They just put them back in Atlanta where they didn't succeed. Who knows? But I don't see that happening. That part there is like, the absolute most big, like, doomsday scenario. I don't see that happening. But there's other remedies that the Jets can do here to get more fans in the seats to buy season tickets. Check out your look at your season ticket prices, find a way to maybe bring those down, and maybe try and improve your season ticket packages. I mean, like I said, I don't know what kind of ticket packages they have, but if they're anything like Minnesota's, that's not a bad thing. If a lot of people can only afford to go to maybe 5 games in a season, have them pick the 5 games they want to go, but make it cost effective for them. Make it not cost so much. Because I think that's the biggest issue here, I think, with this problem, is the amount of money that it's costing to buy season tickets, and the people not having the money to afford them. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that the Jets potentially, their future in Winnipeg, do any of you guys think it might be in doubt? I personally don't, but I can understand why this message could read that way. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. If you have not done so already, again, it'd be awesome. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified of any future uploads that are put up on the channel if you have not done that yet. And again, for the people who are full-blown doomsday on, the Jets are in trouble, the Jets are gonna move. Simmer down, settle down, gunpowder. I think there's other things the Jets can do here. My first thought is to get more people to buy season tickets, check out the prices, look at what type of packs you have, and maybe adjust them a little bit. It couldn't hurt. Let me know what you guys think. Hit like and subscribe. Hit the little bell to be notified if you want to be notified of any future uploads if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys later.